In today's video, we'll counting down our pick for the top 17 romance fantasy TV series.
At securing a match.
You've always amused me, Miss Bridgerton, ever since I was a schoolboy and you...
1. Shadow and Bone.
You won't believe me, but it was a sun summoner.
Sinister forces plot against a young soldier after she reveals a magical power that may unite her world. From gorgeous costumes to impressive, if intimidating, world building, Shadow and Bone is an exciting adventure for fans and newcomers alike.
Good girl.
Now,
2. Obsession.
Strange feeling.
A respected London surgeon's affair with his son's fiancée turns into an erotic infatuation that threatens to change their lives forever.
I love you, Anna.
3. The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power.
Ours was no chance meeting.
This epic drama is set thousands of years before the events of J, and will take viewers back to an era in which great powers were forged, kingdoms rose to glory, and fell to ruin. Unlikely heroes were tested, hope hung by the finest of threads.
Must decide who we shall be.
And the greatest villain that ever flowed from Tolkien's pen threatened to cover all the world in darkness. Beginning in a time of relative peace, the series follows an ensemble cast of characters, both familiar and new, as they confront the long-feared re-emergence of evil to Middle-earth.
We keep moving!
Why do you keep fighting?
There is a temper.
4. Sex Life 2021 to 2023.
Person who gives you security.
A suburban wife and mother takes a fantasy-charged trip down memory lane that sets her present on a collision course with her wild child past.
Tell me you never think about me.
5. Catastrophe.
American sex wolf in London.
When did you go back?
During a business trip in London, an American named Rob meets Sharon, an Irish teacher with whom he shares incredible chemistry. While the two plan to have some fun with no strings attached, things go awry when Sharon learns she is pregnant.
Fall in love first.
Fewer arranged marriages end in divorce than real ones.
The unexpected news inspires the recent acquaintances to try and make it as a couple, despite non-stop complications that include hailing from different countries and a pregnancy that is not without risks. Sharon Horgan and Rob Delaney play the starring roles and write the series.
And I like you and want to be with you.
6. Grease, Rise of the Pink Laces.
Thank you for the best summer of my short life.
This musical series takes place 4 years before the events of Grease. 4 fed-up outcasts dare to have fun on their own terms, sparking a moral panic that will change Riddle High forever.
He told me exactly what you did to get that jacket.
7. Carnival Row.
To the fine people of the row.
A growing population of mythological immigrant creatures struggles to coexist with humans after the creatures' exotic homelands are invaded by the empires of man.
no one can stand in the way of what is coming.
The creatures are forbidden to live, love, or fly with freedom, but hope lives in darkness. Human detective recruit Willow, Velostret, and a refugee fairy, Vignette Stonimus, rekindle a dangerous affair despite being in an increasingly intolerant society. Vignette has a secret that endangers Philo's world during his most important case yet, a string of gruesome murders threatening the uneasy peace of the row.
No one can stand in the way of...
8. WandaVision.
Wanda and Vision, aren't we a 5-pair?
This is our home now. I want us to fit in.
Living idealized suburban lives, superpowered beings Wanda and Vision begin to suspect that everything is not as it seems. Part-loving homage to TV history, part off-kilter mystery. WandaVision is a wonderfully weird and strikingly bold step into the small screen for the MCU, and a perfect showcase for Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany. 9.
We hook up.
Normal people.
Secretly.
Marianne and Connell come from different backgrounds, but the same small town in Ireland, weaving in and out of each other's romantic lives.
And sexy.
Would you say your feelings are involved?
10. Willow 2022 to 2023.
What is dark?
An unlikely group of heroes set off on a dangerous quest to places far beyond their home, where they must face their inner demons and come together to save their world.
We have to hurry.
11. From Scratch, 2022 present.
Allow me to cook.
An American woman loves and loses a Sicilian man she meets in Italy. By turns a buoyant and wistful romance, From Scratch is an emotionally resonant miniseries that benefits from its Italian scenery and Zoe Salda's considerable dramatic chops.
One of the most beautiful love stories of all time. Let's keep our eyes on the good thing.
12. Up Here, 2023 present.
Did we wake up at the same?
I've been up since 4.
Set in New York City in 1999, Lindsay and Miguel fall in love and discover that the single greatest obstacle to finding happiness together might just be themselves and the memories, obsessions, fears, and fantasies that lives inside their heads.
Focus on myself. This could be a life-changing opportunity.
You have no reason to believe
13. Superman and Lois, 2021
you're
present.
Superman. No, we've seen Superman.
After years of facing supervillains, monsters, and alien invaders, the world's most famous superhero, the Man of Steel aka Clark Kent, and comic books famed journalist Lois Lane come face to face with one of their greatest challenges ever, dealing with being working parents in today's society. The adults aren't the only ones rediscovering old friendships in Smallville, as the Kent sons are reacquainted with Lana and Kyle's rebellious daughter Sarah. Of course, there's never a dull moment in the life of a superhero, especially with Lois' father, General Samuel Lane, looking for Superman to vanquish a villain or save the day at a moment's notice. 14. The Witcher 2019 present.
Created by magic.
The Witcher Geralt, a mutated monster hunter, struggles to find his place in a world in which people often prove more wicked than beasts. Though the world of The Witcher at times feels only half-formed, Henry Cavill brings brawny charisma to a series teeming with subversive fantasy elements and dark humor.
True calamity upon us all.
15. Dash and Lily, 2020.
To have these clues like a treasure hunt.
A whirlwind Christmas romance builds as cynical Dash and optimistic Lily trade dares, dreams, and desires in the notebook they pass back and forth at locations around New York City. 16. Bridgerton, 2020 present.
You have no idea what it is to have one's entire life with you.
Bridgerton follows Daphne Bridgerton, the eldest daughter of the powerful Bridgerton family, as she makes her debut onto Regency London's competitive marriage market. Hoping to follow in her parents' footsteps and find a match sparked by true love, Daphne's prospects initially seem to be unrivaled.
All seated beside each other. I would like to think you're happy about that.
It would be better if you refrained from thinking about it.
But as her older brother begins to rule out her potential suitors, the high society scandal sheet written by the mysterious Lady Whistledown casts aspersions on Daphne. Enter the highly desirable and rebellious Duke of Hastings, committed bachelor, and the catch of the season for the debutantes mamas. Despite proclaiming that they want nothing the other has to offer, their attraction is undeniable, and sparks fly as they find themselves engaged in an increasing battle of wits while navigating society's expectations for their future.
I shall be ruined.
Perhaps there is an answer.
That's all we've got for you, guys. I'll catch up with you later. Thank you.
That's securing a match.
You've always amused me, Miss Bridgerton, ever since I was a schoolboy and you...